Hello, how are you? Well, it is just about halfway through the show at this point. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Thanks for checking it out and tuning in. Hook, Line, and Thinker is the podcast that DevFX and I built back in September of 2020, and it's still afloat, believe it or not. I didn't kill this one yet. All right, so like I said, we're halfway through the show. Let's just keep going. There we go.
That imagination, yeah,
no doubt. Otherwise, we're going to be subject to a bunch of puppet playing performers, and I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, or robot, or AI. But anyway, that's another discussion. That's a
I know that. Yeah, that's for another day and time. Okay, so we also do this podcast on the program, DubFX out of Australia and myself. It's called Hook, Line, and Thinker, and we kind of get into fun, funky topics. One of our most recent ones is the whole aerial phenomenon situation that is occurring around the world. Things that you see in the sky, but you can't quite explain.
Okay.
So now, Robert, you've toured in a number of areas around the country or around the world. Have you ever looked up in the sky and seen anything that you couldn't quite put your finger on or explain away?
Well, to be honest with you, everything in the sky I can't put my finger on or explain away. I'm a Luddite when it comes to that. My wife's very good. She can tell which way to go. Where's the North Star? What's going on? You know, all that stuff. Yeah. But I mean, I'm increasingly aware that even where I live, which is you know, in a mountain range, really, just south of Grenada, 20 minutes from the sea, but we're up a mountain.
Okay.
I heard what I thought was a whole swarm of bees the other day coming, and I looked up and it was a drone. And somebody was flying a drone just over the mountain, taking photos, making some sort of video, and
Really?
That freaked me out because I thought it's not long before these drones will come around and say, "So what are you doing? Are you working? Are you doing it?" Yeah, those things. We'll get back to artificial intelligence. There, I've probably been watching too many. But you know, I do. Yeah, it's a tipping point. But yeah, I mean, UFOs. I mean, I don't know. It's all unidentified in my mind. So you know, I'm constantly wondering, and I'm fully aware of the fact that here we are spinning on this weird little planet. And there's no end to that out there. And I mean, you're looking at things which are hundreds of millions of years old that died hundreds of thousands of years. It's interesting. Yeah. Well, that was Time Storm. You see, Time Storm was about how disorientated I became in the first few months of lockdown. And because there was nothing going on, there was less light pollution, so you could see more, and you become more aware of how small we are, which is a kind of nice feeling.
It is. It really is. And did you notice, I suppose, depending on where a person's at, those first couple of months after everything hit and slowed down, it's like you could hear the earth breathe.
Yeah.
It's like nature just kind of like got a chance to like catch its breath and a little disco tap.
Every single time I grew my plants, never did I have a dead leaf. I would show people videos of my plants and they would just be in awe.
Really?
Because they were huge and bushy and green, and I didn't have any bugs, and it was a sweet setup.
I love that how the first thing that Dan will hear when he comes into the room is that you didn't have any bugs, and he won't have point of reference to it beyond. And all he sees is Doug and I sitting here looking at him, and he's probably trying to figure out who's in the black box up here. Dan, are you with us? Dan. I see Dan. I don't hear him yet.
Not yet.
Because he's not on. Okay, well, I don't need to put all this pressure on him right off the bat. And no, she doesn't actually have bugs. Not on her phone. Anyway, the listeners know the story.
Yeah.
So, Doug, what about you? Any bugs to speak of?
Any bugs?
Any bugs?
Oh, I have bugs, but I can't talk about them.
I hope they're not bed bugs.
No, not body bugs either.
David Sterry from Real Life here. You're on Neo Retro. How fabulous is that?
Ow! Rock and roll.
Oh,
What you're doing.
love it.
You might be singing or screaming. I don't know. I mean, if you were being like abducted right now and then you could hear like alien sounds and stuff in the background, I wouldn't know. Because I can't hear you. Hey, by the way, you're watching Hook, Line, and Thinker come to you live from Indiana. Here in Indiana and Western Washington tonight. DJ.
Indiana! Woo!
Is this the Hoosier State? Is this the Hoosier State?
The Hoosier State, home of the Slicers.
Home of the Slicers are right down the road.
Who's your daddy?
I've not heard that before.
I've seen it across the big old 4x4 windshield. Who's your daddy?
Oh, who's your daddy? Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your daddy? Gotcha.
It's a strange night in Indiana.
Why are you filming the back of my head?
Hello, this is Dr. Robert from the Blow Monkeys, and you're listening to Neo Retro FM.
Okay, gotcha. Got it. Okay, so then
Can we start here?
I'm sorry.
I want to start here, Darren. Can you explain to me why you're wearing a glove on your left hand?
Because my hands are messed up.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
It's got a marijuana leaf on it, but that has nothing to do with anything, I don't think. Yeah, no, it's because of my hands, my disability.
Speaking of marijuana, is it legal out there in Washington State?
Moon photography. I want video. I need to put video, not camera. Video.
That.
Oh, did you ever see the one on China's weird moon discovery?
Why do they keep going back to this one? Doug, what do you think? There it is again. I think angelic or demonic. I do. I think it's either angelic or demonic. Because that's not, those don't seem to me to be ships so much as they're entities.
Yeah. I agree.
What videos?
Okay.
So I don't get my ears.
Oh yeah. Who's the leader of the club that's made for you and me? MICKEYMOUSE. What's a retarded song that you can possibly MICKEYMLSD?
That's an LSD.
Yeah. Zip. Okay. Is TC here?
She's still at work.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
She's a happy worker.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to just jump right into this with both legs or both feet. And we have a nice assortment tonight of clips. First of all, let's start the show off with this. And rock and roll, and here we go. Because if it actually worked, that would be something.
Yo, what's going down? It's your boy Dub FX. I am doing a show called Hook, Line, and Thinker with DJ D Phoenix on Neo Retro FM, so tune into that. Peace.
Come back, Okay. Okay, well, you know what? Right there, that goes straight into the, this would not be appropriate in today's programming.
Yep.
Because we know that was Richard Keel. If I remember right. He was Jaws in James Bond in 007.
Yep.
But they painted him up to look like an Indian, so that's really sad. I don't like Night Stalker any longer. No, ain't gonna do it. Anyway, well, gosh darn. So what are our observations about Oz? We'll do it that way. Doug, you start. I'll go after you.
He seems like a down to earth guy that he's funny in his own way. Here comes Oz right now.
We were just talking about you.
That goddamn phone just went tits on me. Battery said.
Really? See, and we thought the devil had gotten a hold of that.
This is how long it takes to get a little charge on it and fire back up.
We were really concerned.
Yeah, we thought the paranormal got you. The Creepsville people got you.
It's only what we thought. So we were watching some flicks in the meantime.
Right on.
And feeling bad.
Nothing better.
Yeah. But you're here. Which is awesome. Awesome. Hiveswitch, you know Oz. Oz, Hiveswitch. Okay.
Yep.
How's it going, brother?
I'm good, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So, Doug had a question for you.
What was it, Doug?
What got you in doing the paranormal stuff?
And don't freeze.
And don't what?
Don't freeze.
No, that's an easy one to answer because when Ghost Hunters came on television, that was about 15 years ago, I think. I was really intrigued by it because I knew it could be phony, but they just didn't appeal to me as being phony, you know. Everything seemed, because they pretty much debunked just about everything and found it wasn't a ghost. I understood that. I get that. That kind of got me intrigued in watching. But I'm a plumber too. They're plumbers. And when you're a plumber, and I'm sure electricians can say the same thing, you know, ductwork guys, HVAC, stuff like that, you go into some places and some homes that are less than desirable, underneath houses, attics, crawl space, crawlways, stuff like that, and weird things happen. You get to that point, and I know exactly when they mentioned the word fear cage, like being around the electrical panel, down by the washing machine, next to the freezer, you know, all that. You got this electrical web around you. It affects you. It really does, and it can cause great fear or paranoia. Nausea, and I've had them all.
Wow.
I had one light bulb go out. I had one light bulb on a trouble light that I was taking underneath the house with me so I could see go out in the same spot 6 times, 6 light bulbs in about probably an hour. I couldn't get past that spot with a light. Wow. So I relate to those guys, and that's what got me interested in it. And I have a good friend out in Baytown who was already elbows deep in it. So that's who I got into. That's who we started. I started Opus with him.
Okay.
Paranormal Society.
Well, so now, but you weren't an exorcist, though, or I mean, they aren't exorcists, right?
No.
Okay.
Anybody, when you see people on TV, this is my opinion, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. When you see people on TV saying we're gonna cross them over, well, okay, like you have the authority to do that as a human being, you know.
But it brings in your ratings.
Well, sure it does, and yes, it does. So for legitimacy, I don't know, but for the ratings, hey, more power to you. But that stuff can get you in trouble so fast if you're not serious about it.
On such a different level. Yeah.
Fun times, man.
That's funny.
What's that? Fun times. Oh yeah. We actually had a blue jay. A real blue jay.
Really? Did you have any like ocelots or anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of stuff.
Yeah.
My mom had boiled eggs and painted them, and she had the little chocolate eggs that were wrapped in the little color foil and everything. Well, you remember how I said our house was just full of plants and everything everywhere?
Plants and birds.
Yeah, plants and birds and snakes too, but they were in their case in a case with like a big bag of cocaine like this big. But anyways, and like poisonous snakes. And my godfather Hap would fish out his bag a blow with this like iron strut. But back to shithead on Easter.
Nothing can stop him.
Did you ever see the pop-up movies? Like
No.
Trying to think of oh my gosh, they did what's
Well, there's a ghost in our house for sure, so yeah.
Really? I don't know if we've touched on it yet.
yeah, that's very sad, man. How could they screw up like that? Babe, I don't like that.
Well, okay.
Yeah, that's a
What?
sad one.
Well, and it reminds me of Brandon Lee.
They mentioned that, and
another Illuminati sacrifice.
There's a ghost in my machine, I swear.
Well, there's a ghost in our house for sure, so yeah.
Really? Well, does he want its computer?
Garage when we're not even out there.
What's that?
It turns on a light in our garage. It's not even supposed to be on when we're not even out there.
Really?
Yeah, we come home to it being on more than once.
Wow. Have you seen anything or named it?
It's either my grandfather or my grandmother.
Just because it's their house?
Their old house, yes.
Right.
Yeah, I've been here almost 22 years now.
I know you've been there quite. Yeah. I know. Could you imagine being in one place for 22 years?
Well, I had my house in Bonnie Lake for 16 years.
That's longer than most people. And now it is going to, where are you? Hang on. Okay, I think maybe that was my sign to say, let's get while the getting's good.
Okay. All
right, guys. So you've been watching Hook, Line, and Thinker on the Groove Zone Network. I'm DJ D Phoenix, coming to you live from Olympia, Washington tonight. And we've been hanging with, what in the world? Did it just
We've been hanging with what in the world?
No, it just took you guys off the page and blew everything up by 250%.
Oh
my God.
So I don't know what's going on. So I'll tell you what, let's do this quick and make it good.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Hook, Line, and Thinker. That's what this is.
You see, your stupid minds, stupid. That's all I'm taking from you. Get back!
Viewer discretion is advised.
Pretty upset that all this shit went down with me there. like that, you know.
Well, Squirrel was wondering what you were doing, smoking or snorting or cocaine.
Well, you know what I did when I was at that same house?
Cocaine.
Well, that was I was like more in like 7th or 8th grade when I started. But I took some sugar out. I took some sugar. And I put it on the dining table, and I made 2 lines.
Oh my gosh!
And my mom and her friend They come out. You know, it's like 1978. I said, "Mommy, look what's on the table." And her friend looked at it, and they're like, "Holy shit!" They're like, "What did Hap leave this for us?" And they snort it, and it's good sugar. I gave it to my mom.
Oh my god!
I'm like, "That's not cocaine, that's sugar." And they look at me, Aaron, and they're like, "Aaron," and I started laughing. I'm like, I mean, I had a wild childhood.
I guess.
In your face.
This is Mark Huber, lead guitarist of HELLBOT, and you're listening to the Groove Zone. Rock on!
It's the best. But Saturday mornings were, let's see, what do we got next? Oh, yes. Here we go. And it's like acid.
Well,
I'll have one more drink of coffee to you too.
Yeah.
So, I know that in our last conversation, I'm almost positive that I asked you about it at some point, asking if you'd ever had any experience or encounter with anything out there in the skies that you couldn't quite explain. We were talking about aerial phenomenon, I think, for just a split second at one point. And so I'd like to ask do you by any chance recall anything?
Not really. I mean, it's more like we had these experiences like I said, the Northern Lights thing where we actually it's like it's something that hasn't been. I mean, it still can be explained. That's sort of a with being thing that we have now theory about the sounds, how they might appear there, and that's again something that I think many of this phenomena like UFOs and stuff like that, it's actually it's quite possible that people have been seeing and hearing things, but there might be real explanation for those things.
Right. And could be an explanation so totally out of this world that you might almost not want to know. I don't know. I just know that, it's like, I'm hoping that I'm no longer here when an alien invasion might happen. But at the same time, though, I'll enjoy it. So,
It might be a positive thing.
They may not be the cute little Bugs Bunny kind of Martians that come out and are all happy. Right? They might be little man eaters. Who knows?
But on the other hand, if anything, capable of traveling across the big blackness, it's like they wouldn't be coming over for a little snack.
No, not that far. No. Maybe doing sleigh bus. I don't know. Who knows?
No.
But maybe someday Pepe will go that venture and maybe shine some light on what the future holds. I don't know. In the meantime, all I know is you guys make great music, and I thank you for that. There's something, I don't know what it is. I haven't watched it yet, so here we go. Are you ready for this? Might be too much. I don't even know what the source is. But some volume would be nice. No way. No way.
That was weird.
Do you want to watch it again?
Sure.
It took me a minute to even figure out what it was that we were looking at, and I couldn't see anything. No way. Even before we watch it, I say no way.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks a little too CGI to me.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. But look at the water, though. I mean, even the water's moving.
Yeah.
No way.
Looks like a giant frog.
Yeah. All the time, Jeffrey. Because
The
this
deal,
would
yeah.
make a great show. This would make it an incredible show. Depressing, but great.
Just keep a GoPro camera on you at all times.
Is that what I should do? I've got a headlamp. Does that count? I could put a little camera. I could attach a big camera to it.
Yeah, put a GoPro on your head and wherever you go. Yeah.
A GoPro on my head.
A GoPro.
Oh, a GoPro. Okay.
A GoPro camera, yeah.
Because a GoPro on my head, that would weigh me down a lot.
No, you don't want to GoPro on your head.
Yeah. And I don't even know if Gopher's still around or not. That, what's his name from the Love Boat?
Oh, Gopher the.
I think he didn't actually say Gopher, but I got a little bit of mileage out of it anyway.
Fred Grandy.
Ted Grandy. Oh my gosh.
Fred Grandy.
Fred Grandy. Who was
I think he became a conservative
congressman.
politician at some point.
Congressman or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a senator or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Doug, do you know?
I have no idea.
Do you care?
Do you know? Do you care?
Do you care about the Gopher?
It's been a long day, that's all.
It has, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you for.
There's a ghost in my machine, I swear.
Well, there's a ghost in our house for sure, so yeah.
Really? Well, does he want its computer?
Garage when we're not even out there.
What's that?
It turns on a light in our garage. It's not even supposed to be on when we're not even out there.
Really?
Yeah, we come home to it being on more than once.
Wow. Have you seen anything or named it? Yeah. I know. Could you imagine being in one place for 22 years?
Well, I had my house in Bonnie Lake for 16 years.
That's longer than most people.
Like in an accident or whatever, but
Right.
with dire consequences though.
Right.
Because I would think that they're really like your brain can only shut down for so long or be exposed to that kind of temperature without having some serious damage happening.
I agree.
Don't you? Yeah.
I agree with that one.
And for those of us that are helmet wearers before the incident would come up, it's even worse because I would come out and like one eye would be here and my tongue would be sticking out there. It'd be like it'd be like a Disney cartoon.
Right.
What?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. See, now I'm hearing things. That's what happens when you're frozen. Anyway, so supposedly Frozen, the movie, was made to deflect some of the attention off of Disney having himself frozen or something weird like that. It's one of the conspiracy theories in Disneyland.
Right.
So did you see Frozen?
I never saw it, no.
Okay. What was the last, like when you were still watching Disney on a regular basis or semi-regular basis, what was the last movie do you remember seeing by them?
Maleficent?
Oh, so more recent than I have then. Is
Yeah,
that the
I
one?
went to the theater and saw that with my housemate.
Okay. Michelle Pfeiffer or Angelina Jolie?
Angelina Jolie.
Okay. Wasn't Michelle Pfeiffer one though?
The second one.
There's two.
I think it's two, yeah.
Okay. Any company that can take their own product and rehash it to the point of stupidity is Disney.
Yeah.
My case in point, The Lion King.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how many versions there were of that? I think we're at 5.
No, that's what I say. I think that was at least 5. Yeah.
5 or 6, because there's The Lion King, there's The Lion King Simba's Pride, there's The Lion King 1.5, which is all Mystery Science Theater 3000 and then there's like 1 or 2 more. I don't get it. Are they obviously they're not doing bad money wise?
So I've got questions for you. I have a ethereal kind of well, whatever. Tristan, have you ever looked up in the sky and seen something that you can't explain?
Ooh, okay, I like where this is going. These are good questions.
Notice I didn't say anything. I just am wondering anything at all.
Anything, yeah.
Wink, wink.
Well, shout out to Blink 182. I know what's his name, Tom DeLonge. Is that his name? I know he's crazy about
aliens. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I know I've watched some of his podcasts, and I'd be lying to you if I said they didn't intrigue me. But back to the question: if I see anything in the sky that I just can't explain, you know what? Yes, I have. But at the same time, I can't tell you if it was real or not, my man, because I was on a whole fistful of mushrooms. So who knows what was up there? Who knows, dude? I don't know.
I've seen those ships before. Yeah. Okay, so and because of that almost unfortunately kind of discounts you because of the fact that no.
What if you granted it was a psychedelic? What if? Because still at the end of the day, I looked up in the sky and I thought,
so you know something was there.
There is.
Okay. Huh? Okay, so there was something there. See, I was gonna say because if you totally hallucinated it, then that would be like that would be one thing. But no, if there was something there that you can't explain, then that qualifies.
Well, I have a theory on your theory because if I hallucinated it and didn't see it and it didn't happen and I didn't believe it, then yes, that wouldn't count. But if I hallucinated it and it wasn't there, but I still believed it anyways, that, my friend, is what counts.
Good answer. I dig that. Okay, then let me ask Mark. Same question.
I've seen like weird lights before and weird stuff that moves, like weird lights moving weirdly, and I always just go, it's probably a military plane thing, or maybe it's a planet thing, or I don't know. I'm too much of an engineer type. I'm an engineer by trade, and so I'm always sitting there doing the math and figuring out, well, what could that be? And I always find some BS explanation for what it is.
Right, Mark found it real when he was like 3 years old, and that's why he's such the logical genius he is today, because everything is just off pragmatic probabilities at this point. Santa's not real. Fuck it.
Okay, so let me ask though, because Tristan kind of probably has seen something, Mark maybe not so much. Do you believe in UFOs?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Well, I can't say like I believe in them 100%, and I will argue with you that it's true. But to me, I think it's a little far-fetched to think that we're the only things in this whole entire fucking universe of endless space that's floating on a rock and living and breathing and talking in some sort of communication. You know what I mean?
Right.
So maybe it's
100%. Yeah. To think we're the only life forms in the universe, just our cute little rock, when there are many, I think is probably, I think it's unlikely. As far as a UFO, I mean, it's just an unidentified flying object. That's all it means. And I've seen something in the sky. That's what it is,
Maybe it's like some massive alien.
You don't recognize you fucking alien.
Now, that's not to say that we don't like aliens, because if you are alien and you're listening today, welcome aboard. It's been fun. Don't take
come check out our record. It releases tomorrow, aliens.
There you go. And then take that back home with you.
Hey, I saw the alien. What was that one? What was it? Real quick, sidestep, dude. What was that one movie that came out? I forgot who was in it, but it was Seth Rogen played the voice of the alien. It was the alien that came to Earth, and Seth Rogen, and it's a total funny movie. Anybody ringing a bell? Come on, we're talking.
Was that one of the Edgar Wright movie with Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, where the alien's all funny? Is that the one, or is it a different one?
We're boring the shit out of people now. Sorry, everybody.
No, you're not actually. And Simon Pegg definitely love him. Totally love him.
Oh yeah,
Shaun of the Dead.
yeah.
Shaun of the Dead was one of my faves. Okay,
Shaun
so
of the
along
Dead.
the same lines, Mark, I'll start with you this time. Sasquatch.
You're crazy.
Right.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Along the same lines, Mark, I'll start with you this time. Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Any encounters, or what is your belief system?
I have never
Tristan, I'm
encountered
not there yet.
Sasquatch. I have not encountered Sasquatch. I've heard many a theory about Sasquatch, and I think it's fascinating what people think about Sasquatch. My favorite is talking with my sister, who's into all sorts of monsters and horror stories and horror movies and stuff. Her favorite belief, and it's kind of my favorite belief too. I don't know if I believe it like 100%, but it's my favorite idea about Sasquatch is that Sasquatch is actually just a ghost. So that's why you can never find the footprints, and it's just sightings. Is that Sasquatch is just a ghost of, like some early humanoid or something. But yeah, I don't know. That's my favorite little thing on it. Yeah.
I just think of ghosts as white, and other than the Yeti over in the Himalayas, I think they're usually at least like copper to dark brown, if not black. But
that's probably fair.
Yeah. Tristan. Okay, well, you were shaking your head. What's that?
Back. Fuck yeah, I believe in Sasquatch. You should catch our drummer Jake walking out of the fucking shower after Thanksgiving. You fucking believe in Sasquatch. You're like, God damn, dude. You need to shave. No, I'm just kidding. You're watching this. All jokes.
That's okay. Somebody's got to out him. He's trying to get by as a human, and that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how many people though have said there's always a member of their band that they all call Bigfoot or whatever.
Jake, he's got that and Mark does too. Mark's a Croatian ass motherfucker, but Jake somehow got he got the fucking Sasquatch genes from his Croatian. So I don't know where it came from. Huge.
And does he have like long arms? Does he have really long arms that the knuckles drag the ground? Okay.
Dude, he looks like when he drums, dude, he looks like a fucking orangutan. Just dude, it's awesome. He's the world's best drummer.
Love it. And who is that again? Who's your drummer?
That's Jake Jovanovich. Yeah.
Jake Jovanovich. Jake, wish you could have been here with us today, man. Maybe next time.
Dude, he even has a cool name, right? That's like James Bond.
No doubt.
Jake Jovanovich.
He could even go JJ Jovanovich.
He could, yeah.
Yeah. He can do actually probably whatever he wants. Mark, kind of along the same lines as what you were just talking about, as far as them being ghost-like or spectral, I believe that they're interdimensional, which would also explain the no footprints, the no bodies, the very limited encounters, but puts them in a completely different realm and field than probably what we have time to go into today. So, with that being said, guys, let me just say that I would like to personally invite both of you, or either of you, to sit in on one of our podcasts one of these times, and give your input, hear some other people's input. And
that'd be great.
You bet. I can make sure that I've got your guys' emails and do that.
Coming soon to a theater near you. Now, I'll tell you, it's raining again. Boy, can't wait until springtime finally hits, yeah? For more rain, some sunshine and rain. But anyway, hey, it is about 10 minutes after the hour, and we are just about ready to start our last installment of the day. We've already been hanging out together for the last 2+ hours, that's for sure. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'm DJ D Phoenix from the Groove Zone Network and Neo Retro FM, and you are watching the Hook, Line, and Thinker Pillow Talk March Madness Marathon here on Facebook.com. Thank you very much for doing so. So without further ado, there again, if you've been watching all along, you know what to do. But here in just a second, we're going to break away, and it'll take us maybe about a minute or two to get back up on our last thread. So all you have to do is refresh your screen in a few and go to that most recent thread, and you'll be able to watch the show. So,
all right. So this is
let's do that.
We're down to our last about 15 to 17 minutes or so of the show. I'm not going to say much more other than thank you very much for tuning in. You can catch the first part if you missed it on the page probably just below us. So do that. And do tune in to NeoRetroFM streaming.radio.co1 at that link over here somewhere, the streaming.radio.co1, with a bunch of letters and numbers behind it that I won't remember to say correctly. So anyway, with that being said, I'm DJ D Phoenix coming to you live from Olympia, Washington. Over and out. Here's the rest of the show. All right, guys, go for it.
It's up to someone to sift through and make their own decision, of course. I just don't see the benefit of what that would.
But the fight, which is awesome, but do we want to?
Do you have any specific questions or topics you have in mind?
Oh, probably.
He talks a lot of conspiracies. He likes conspiracy theories, which I do as well. He likes phenomenon like UFOs, aliens, and the show that he was referring to earlier, Coast to Coast, is with a guy named Art Bell. Man, when I was incarcerated years ago, it would come on really late at night because obviously like 12 o'clock midnight, I think, is the time it would start on the West Coast. So like 2 or 3 in the morning, it wouldn't start on the East Coast. So I would hook my little Walkman up and get the antenna so I could tune into the station. And let me tell you something, Art Bell's, that station was amazing. Like the stuff that they talked about was just out of this world.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't imagine these kinds of things. And there are people out there that live these lives, that do these things. And it's still in its run today. George Norrie has it now.
Still on?
Yeah. It's run by George Norrie, and he's as out there as Art Bell ever was. But I don't know. Anyway, that's usually what we talk about. Do we want to talk about a couple of things real quick and call it good, or do we want to do an actual thing here, and I'll reschedule one for another 15-20 minutes out?
That's up to Danny over there.
Okay.
What time?
What's that?
What time is it?
It is 10:30 your time, because it's 7:30 my time. What time does it start? Midnight?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I got 20 minutes if you want to talk about something specific.
What's that?
I said I have another 20 minutes. If
you do that. Okay.
Specific that you want to.
Well, I want to talk about 5G. You brought it up.
Do it, man. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's what we'll do at that point. Let's go ahead. We've still got over 7 minutes. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll ask Raymond a couple of things, and that might kind of steer some convo. Raymond, have you ever seen anything that you can't explain up in the sky? Have you ever experienced a UFO or any aerial phenomenon like that at all?
Only one time that I can think of. This was a long time ago. I couldn't even put a date on it. I was driving home at night from somewhere. I think I was actually. Anyway, all that's irrelevant. But I remember looking to the north on the side of the highway while I was driving, and there was 3 lights. What's up?
How do you know it was north? Did you have your compass?
Well, I know I remember in my brain where I was traveling, and so I know that I was looking north at this point. I was driving west, so I remember looking out my right window to the north, and there was 3 lights in the shape of a triangle, but they were very far apart. So it was not one piece that was shaped like a triangle. It was 3 individual pieces that made the shape of a triangle.
Right.
At least a quarter mile apart each, if not more. And they moved across the sky in the same manner. And it lasted about, maybe 45 seconds I saw them, and then they were gone.
Okay.
Couldn't explain it, couldn't tell you what it was. But that's the only time I've ever experienced something like that.
Okay. And it was at night, you said?
I'm sorry?
It was at nighttime?
It was at nighttime. It was
totally
back
dark.
in the early 2000s.
Okay, it's totally dark. Danny, does he know your story?
Never told it to him, no.
Really? Danny's an alien. It's a long story.
Is it? Wait, it's not the anal probe alien?
It's
one?
Right.
Well,
Instruments were used, but they were instruments of darkness, and so we don't really get into that very often. So, yeah.
Did you guys ever see the the South Park episode where Cartman gets kidnapped by aliens and they have a satellite up his ass?
No. But I saw that one. No, but I saw the South Park episode the other night of the COVID episode. Have you seen that?
Awesome episode. Yeah. Yes, I saw it. Yes.
Fucking hilarious. The diapers.
Yep.
That's what they're wearing?
Yeah, chin diapers.
Chin diapers. Oh my gosh.
Did you see when they were there was a it was like kind of like a nightclub scene, but it was all the old people were in the store getting their COVID shots, but it was like the cool place to be, but all the young adults and kids were in a line outside and they couldn't get in, like it was a popular club, and they're like, sorry, you're not on the list, you can't get in. But every time the door would open, it was just all old people in there partying and shit because they got the first COVID shots, you know.
As hell, man.
Too funny.
They're brilliant writers. Brilliant.
No,
writers.
Absolutely. And they tell the future.
They tell the truth?
No, they tell the future.
Oh, they tell the future. Kind of like The Simpsons.
Right.
Yeah, what is up with that? I don't know. It's weird. Actually, at one point, 20-something years ago, I had a Simpsons connection. I should have hung on to it. This friend of ours, Jimmy, his wife was one of the producers, I think. Anyway, yeah, because there have been a lot of things that have come up on Simpsons that actually happened years down the road. Didn't they do one, too, about 9/11?
Yeah. There was all kinds of things.
They were pointing towards that.
There was like a picture of the towers in The Simpsons at some point, and there was the number 9 like nearby, so it looked like 911 in the picture.
That's a good topic to talk about too. I've never asked you that, Darren. What do you feel happened on 9/11? Do you think that was the official story? Is the official story is actually what happened?
Do you know what makes it hard for me is that how it was a 3 or 4 part attack. It's the one that happened at the Pentagon that I have a hard time understanding, because the plane that came in and destroyed the Pentagon, or at least that one wing of it, came in underneath where my uncle's office was. My uncle actually retired from the Pentagon. So we hear one story, and that's the one that I'm supposed to believe, or made to believe. And if nothing happened at the Pentagon, then how come it is that I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, something did happen at the Pentagon. It was hit by a plane. That's the official story.
But there was more to it than that, though. That there's like something about the plane that. Okay, well, you know what? We've got 2 minutes, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of research between now and when we meet back up in 15 minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to take it out of context, and I don't want to do that.
Right, but as far as the Pentagon was concerned, there wasn't any parts of an airplane that were there. There was no engine. There wasn't.
Is that what
there wasn't anything that belonged to an airplane that was at the Pentagon. The cleanup crew was being guarded by government officials. It was a very strange scene. So there was a lot of speculation as to what actually hit the Pentagon. Was it a rocket? A missile?
Okay.
So they had,
right. Plus, the way the building collapsed was a perfectly straight line. It just like collapsed, and so a plane with wings.
Exactly.
The building was only damaged here. There was no damage where the wings would have hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes
now,
no
granted,
sense.
That building is actually thicker or deeper than it is high.
Right.
So
yeah, it's five levels deep.
Right, and so that might explain the reason too why it did what you were just saying, where that was actually.
I understand the wings not cutting through the building. I get that because wings are very flimsy. What I don't understand is the wings not at least leaving a mark. So what I mean is the wings did not leave a mark on the Pentagon. Okay, only the main part of the plane did, but they cut straight. You could see them cut straight through the Twin Towers, the steel.
Right.
But they didn't do it. But they didn't do it on the Pentagon. Even a mark to show where they hit the wall. Didn't even scratch the paint.
Well, this is our conversation when we get back, guys, here in just a minute. You're watching Hook, Line, and Thinker with DJ D Phoenix, Danny Boy, and Raymond Michael out of New Jersey. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Of what that would be personally, like what would that do for them?
Right.
To to do all that.
Well, here's another thing about 5G I got to talk about. 5G is directly connected to cryptocurrency.
Right.
There can be no cryptocurrency without 5G.
Right.
Okay.
So, it's like one of those things where it has to get done. And in my opinion, if technology is moving us forward and the evolution of humanity is moving in this direction, they have to do it, even if it would fucking kill some people. I really wouldn't put it past.
Oh, yeah.
I really wouldn't put it past, and I'm not saying or insinuating, that COVID was from 5G, although I did have my doubts at first. But I do think that the government would let it roll. I absolutely do, even knowing that there was potential risk to maybe a certain group of people, or I think they would still let it rip because we need.
I agree.
It's more important that, humanity progresses than a few fucking weak calves that are going to get weeded out anyway.
Right. No, I agree with you. I think I do not believe that the government has our best interest at all. And which president was it? I think was it Reagan, or there was a president that said the worst words you can hear are "I'm from the government and I'm here to help."
Yeah.
And he's right.
I wonder what president that was. It sounds like something Ronnie would have said, because we had Ronnie, who was the quote unquote one of the greatest presidents ever, and then when he was done, then his lackey, his vice president stepped into office. He was the one, I think, that a lot of people started to go, there's some scary stuff happening in the White House. Now this Bush guy is in charge, and he's talking about New World Order and stuff like that. And I think that was far enough back that we were starting to see the beginnings of it.
Hey guys.
Yes.
Real quick.
9 most terrifying words in the English language are, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help."
All right, so it was Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Connecting back to what you just said, look,
yeah,
this is how it all comes full circle, because I want to back towards 9/11 now. George W. Bush, New World Order. And the question I asked earlier was, do you believe the official story? Personally, I do not believe the official story. I do not believe that a couple of Muslims from Afghanistan belonging to Al-Qaeda were able to infiltrate our airway systems and our government in general and attack us like that, so sophisticated. It just doesn't. I can't believe it.
Right. 3, 8, 6, however many, 8 people with box cutters brought the whole country to their knees. No way.
No, I don't believe it. Especially people that aren't Americans and aren't familiar with our way of life. Like, I just can't believe it. So that begs the question: who? Inside job. You hear that a lot, but like, who's the inside? Are you talking about like the United States government? Because that's factional. We have a faction of left and faction of right, Republicans, Democrats. We have all different splinter groups, politically. So it's like, who actually did it?
Right.
Was it the New World Order? And who's that? Who's that? Is that the global stalking horse, or for what?
Is it the Illuminati? Is that the same thing?
That's what I'm getting at. Yep.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
And is the Illuminati, does that include the top 5 families, the top 10 families? I would imagine it's all got to be interconnected somehow. Because if I'm going to be the one to rule the world, I need to know who else wants to rule the world and who's got the ability to do it.
So I'll go real conspiracy here. I'll break it down for you in 5 minutes, not even 5 seconds.
I was going to say, because we have 2 minutes.
So the Freemasons are the architects. They are the ones who go out and create, they build. But they also worship what is called the Grand Architect, which they call their God. But I have heard it many a times that the devil, Lucifer, Satan himself, is the Grand Architect. He's the one that gives his instructions to his Masons to go out into the world and build and create the type of system that he wants, because he is the prince of the power of the air. So he's the one that controls things here on the earth ultimately. So is it possible that the Freemasons, in conjunction with the Illuminati, have received instructions to carry out certain plans on Earth? I think it's totally possible, man. I really do.
Yeah. Well, then I know where this conversation is going to lead us next time, because I think that we might want to venture into some Freemasonry areas. I need to ask, Ray, are you available somewhere down the road to come back in and hang with us again at some point?
Absolutely. As long as I have a little, beforehand knowledge, it can't be the same day, then yeah, I can.
Cool. Well, we'll just kind of work around your guys' schedule for a while then and see how that goes. But I do want to take the time to thank you guys, though. And with a minute left, either of you have any last words or shout outs that you want to do to anybody?
Last words, huh?
Last words for the show.
No, thanks for having me on. It's always a pleasure.
Okay.
For the conversation that we have and where they end up going. Ray, thanks for coming on too, man.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you guys inviting me, and I had fun, man. I could do stuff like this all the time.
Good. Yeah, so you're definitely welcome to come back and see us again. So on behalf of Danny and Ray out of New Jersey, this is DJ D Phoenix. We'll be back again soon with another chapter of Hook, Line, and Thinker. Join us. Also be checking out our online Hook, Line, and Thinker sites. Yes. Was there something you were going to say, Danny boy?
Me? No, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm going to go get a fight. Watch Mayweather.
Right. Mayweather. Rock and roll.